maybe give a little bit of background about what you do?
So I've been detailer for a rental car company maybe for 1.5 years. So mainly my job is cleaning the cars after customer dropped it off.
Right.
And check all the damage or anything that car needs, oil change, service, or anything other than that.
Right.
Customers are mostly telling us car was shaking, car was doing some noises, car was smelling. So my job is mainly checking the cars.
Yeah.
But people mostly thinks customer returns to rental cars like they rented, like clean and like before. But it's not true. They are returning the cars mostly disgusting.
Right.
80% of the customers returns their cars like a garbage bin. And for the customer service reasons, my colleagues mostly not charging the customers for detailing, like smoky cars, pet hairs, or any other sticky stuff. Some customers drop soap on the floor or coffee, tea, anything liquid. And I am the one who has to clean everything because we need cars on the road. We don't have any car anymore, enough car for the demand.
Right.
That's why we can't send the cars for detailing for maybe 2 weeks. It's not acceptable for us.
Right.
Pet hair is the most popular thing to clean from the cars because no one cares, and we are using some kind of stone to just take the hair out from the floor. So when you think about small cars like Cruze, Chevy Cruze, it's easy to clean. Normal rental cars took my 10 minutes to clean. I clean maybe 5 or 6 cars per hour. But when you talk about the Ford Expedition Max or Tahoe, Suburban, or anything other than small cars, you know, GMC Yukon, I remember spending maybe 1.5 hour, 2 hours to clean just one car, and I have to clean more cars in that time. I told you I clean one car in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's pretty fast for the detailers in my company. They are not fast as me in the job. So most disgusting things in the rental cars are mostly in the cup holders, boxes, glove boxes, and the door panels. Yesterday I cleaned some curry soup from the door panel, and sometimes there's no way to clean that with rag. You know, you just need to spray that out. You don't have to care about the speaker there, you don't have to care about the electronics there. You just need to spray it out because you don't want to touch that.
Right.
And cup holders are my favorites because people doing the most disgusting thing with the cup holders, like using them as an ashtray, using them as a dipping sauce cup. Imagine I cleaned the cup holder. It was like an ashtray. There's tea in it and the cigarette ash.
Yeah.
I cleaned that, and maybe after a couple customers, people use that for the dipping sauce. They're dropping their dipping sauce in there, ketchup, mayonnaise, or anything else, and they're using it like a cup.
And then they returned your rental car with dipping sauce, presumably still in the cup holder. That's crazy.
Also, this box is their chip box. They're putting all the chips, peanuts, any snacks in there, and they're just opening it, take one, dip into the sauce in the cup holder, eat it. It's disgusting.
And you guys don't charge them anything just so they come back?
No. My colleague's not charging them anything. Let me tell you the most disgusting one. It was a couple months ago, actually. I got some Minivan we got some minivan return. That's our parking lot over there, the fourth row. And my colleague told me the car is mostly clean. If you want, you can wait at that parking lot. Just go straight, turn left, because security guys doesn't want us to park here.
Okay.
Yeah, minivan. My colleague told me the minivan is clean and it doesn't need so many things, just need a touch-up. So the problem with my colleagues is they are not checking the entire car. They are just checking the mileage, fuel level, and any damage on the outside. So they are just seeing the car maybe for 10 seconds. You can turn out here. So I got in the car, everything was normal. I was happy because car was mostly clean. And when I start the fan in the car, heater, I started smelling poop smell. You know, it's kind of like baby poop, but when you think about babies, it doesn't supposed to smell like that. It was too strong. Can I open the window a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
So I went to our wash bay. I start checking the car, and I found out there's some brown stains under the second row seat. Minivan has 3 row seats, and the second row is moving forward to let the passenger in. I put the second row to the front, and I saw brown stain on the floor, and the smell got just stronger, really stronger, because there was a poop there. they just took the main part and they just left that there. Maybe actually we all spent time with that car. Our branch and the provincial branch.
Had to call in the special forces.
Maybe there's 2 details in these 2 positions. I'm working at the airport, and I have a colleague named Pete at the provincial. He's a very experienced guy, and I cleaned twice here. He cleaned more than twice there, maybe 5 times. We totally cleaned that car for 5 times. And when I'm telling you cleaning, we are spraying the floor mat with any cleaning material. Rim cleaners, bag of sprays, window cleaner, seat cleaner, everything. Normally we spend 1 bottle for 2 days, 3 days, but I spent 5 bottles of cleaning supplies for that car. I washed all the carpet floors, all the seats, and we left all the windows open for 1 day. At the end, it was still smelly, but customer didn't complain about that, so we had to rent it, because there is no other way to keep that car for
burn
longer.
it.
Yeah, as I told you, my story is mostly about disgusting stuff. And there's another one. We couldn't ask customer what happened in the car, and in that time there was a RAV4, and that was disgustingly smell like poop again. But this time they cleaned it well. I couldn't find any stain on the car. The problem is you have to make the smell test. You have to smell every surface to find where's the
source of
the shit. And I start smelling, but I was too worried, because you know that smell hits your brain when you smell it. And every seat was fine, and I came here, I thought that was coming from the floor. When I smelled the seat, my brain just reset, and the front passenger seat was smell like poop and shit. We couldn't figure out what happened in there.
What could have happened in there?
It's hard to imagine what could go wrong in that position. And customer was like, they didn't want to talk with us probably they knew what happened, so they didn't want us to ask them any other questions, so they just left the keys and ran away, and we didn't charge them for detailing.
What more do they have? The guy took his shit in the car and he still doesn't get charged. What more do you have to do?
It
Is
all
it like a
depends on the
challenge
car.
how to get charged?
It all depends on the car, customer actually. If customer is honest, polite, and being nice to salesperson in there, they are not charging.
But they ran away. What?
Sometimes I don't know.
Like, okay, maybe the more expensive cars they don't charge, because it still doesn't make sense.
They're not charging for anyone.
I see.
I'm
Is that just your
telling
branch or just everywhere? That's just rental car
I don't know
companies?
the other branches, but probably they are not charging for detailing too, because there is something in rental car companies. They are all trying to win another one. Like if you have a damaged car here or damaged car in another branch, they are all just trying to send it away. They are not sending it into the shop, or they are not sending it to the detailer or anything else. They are just sending away. Like if you have a reservation for any other city, Toronto, London, Kitchener, you are just choosing your worst car, you are just sending it away. It's same on the dirty cars. If car smells like smoke, you are just sending it away. We are calling that one way. I call that one wayable cars.
That's crazy. So you choose, like, you have been chosen as the nominee.
Yeah, but
Off the island.
if anyone, if you tell that to anyone, I don't want people to think about rental cars are dirty, because we are just trying our best to clean them. After all,
but someone's getting the one ways, right? Like,
yeah, but after all, you are just getting the smell, nothing else. If there's shit in that seat, I am the one who spent maybe 1 hour to clean that shit.
yeah, but you're like an expert. There's got to be other guys at different like places who don't care to do smell tests.
I'm not gonna
and
tell
whatnot.
about that. But for my branch, I'm just trying my best to clean everything better than others.
All right.
So there was one more thing actually. That was not poop. Yeah, that was gasoline. Some customer just spilled gas everywhere in the car.
How? Why?
I don't know why. What happened in that car? But I tried to spray the trunk cover. That was all filled with gas. If I just click some light in the wash bay, I believe that was going to just explode.
Yeah.
That was mostly it, and
That's another one way.
that we sent that car to another branch, but after detailing. That time my colleagues charged the customer.
I see.
Because
so that's the red line. You gotta fill the car with gas.
Yeah, gas is red line. If you shit in the car, I can clean that, but I can't clean the gas. So I don't know. When I started first time in this company, I thought people are more respectful and people are trying their best to keep the cars clean and safe, but it's not. They're just. I'm not gonna tell anything about our customer because
the customers are always right.
Yeah, customers always right, and you can't say anything wrong about the customers. You see the fourth row there. I wish I had a chance to show you the returned cars from yesterday night. I believe
we could go there right now if you want.
I need to wait for the safe and open that. It's gonna take 10 to 15 minutes. But actually, you know what? You can take my number and I can send you some
videos,
disgusting videos of the cars.
Yeah, sure.
I believe we are going to have some today because it's Sunday and people renting on Friday night, bring it back on Sunday night.
You can just start filming like throughout the week,
Normally
and I'll just like take a whole.
Normally I'm filming for my family and for my
Oh,
friends.
perfect. Yeah, you can just send all of them to me, and I'll stick them in this video
let
somewhere.
me show you one. Oh, and our damaged cars, like this one.
Oh my lord.
That was a soap from yesterday.
Damn.
And it smells bad. Believe me, it smells terrible. And it's our damaged car from Friday. Customer drove that on 401 with
And
no tire.
came to you like that.
Yeah, no tire. And he was asking me, are they going to charge me for that? Yeah, obviously they're going to charge you for that. You just drove the car on rim. And it was expedition floor with dog hair.
People are insane. I'm pretty sure that's how you die. But...
This dog hair is the most disgusting thing to clean. You have to scrap all the inch to take the dog hair out with piece of rock. Just scratch all the car. And it's the classic expedition customer. I'm always getting surprised when I see the cars clean, and it doesn't make any sense when I see the cars clean, because I know customers mostly tries their best to make it disgusting. I respect them, some of them. I respect some of them, but I hope they would be more respectful, polite to my colleagues, because some of our customers sometimes makes us mad. You know, one of my colleagues at another branch cried 2 weeks ago because customer was extremely rude. They don't care about your feelings. They are just parking in the parking lot with 2004 Toyota Camry worth $1,000, and they are just renting maybe Ram 1500 or Mustang, and they act like they own that Mustang, not the Camry, just sitting there. They act like the boss, but they don't worth anything.
I see. So they build like an image of themselves with a rental car at the rental car place that knows.
We always have a sticker on the front corner of the windshield. Sometimes they are just trying to take it off, that sticker, to pretend like it's their own car.
Yeah.
Some of the customers add some accessories, plate covers, or anything sticky to put on the dashboard, like there. They just like to pretend they own that car.
People are insane, man. People are fucking crazy.
They're insane, and sometimes they're asking too many stupid questions. Like a couple of weeks ago, one of our customers rented a car with points. It was obviously for free, and she got back, complained about the car, that was disgusting, blah blah. To be on record, I didn't clean that car, my colleague cleaned that, but that was my mistake to not check that car again, even I know that car cleaned by my friend, my colleague. I had to check that, but it was not my problem mainly. She complained about the car and she asked for a refund for free rental. So
but she did use her points, so technically, like, it has some value.
Yeah, but I don't know. Some customer airport is better than the other branch because we don't have any insurance deals or any shops that we are working with. We are just working at the airport and airport customers. But in the branch, they have to work with the insurance companies, body shops, etc. And some customer doesn't know anything about rental cars. They're just coming in, they're asking for a car, they believe they are just going to take the keys and left. But obviously we need to see your license, credit card, Even if you are an insurance company, you have to show your credit card.
Yeah.
I remember one lady came in and asked for the keys directly. I'm here for the RAV4. Where's the keys? We were like, who are you? We need to know you first, and we need to take safety deposit from your credit card. And it's just $150, not that much. For insurance company, insurance customers, just $150 from your credit card, and insurance company gonna pay all the money. And she was like, oh, I didn't know that I need to pay anything. I don't know, it's supposed to be something to pay when you are getting something from another company or someone. It's I don't know if I'm telling so many things, but I think it's obvious to pay something when you are getting it.
Maybe sometimes, but not always, right? Say like if you're like going on a taxi, you pay at the end, right? When the service is, so maybe they're not always thinking that.
I'm not gonna tell too many things about that lady. Maybe she was right. But you got my point.
Yeah.
Our customers.
Yeah, customers are crazy, man. Just last night, these two girls got in my car at McDonald's. They get in, and they're insisting that I take them through the drive-through, which is like you can see there's like 20 cars in the one line that they're serving. Main thing is closed, so it's all these people lined up. They probably couldn't get their food because they didn't have a car, so they can't go through the drive-through. And they're like, okay, well, we're just gonna get a cab if you're not gonna take us through, but we're not getting out of the car. We're just gonna sit here. I'm like, what the fuck? So they literally just sat in my car, and I'm just sitting there with them, like, okay, like, what do you do here? Like, do you like yank them out of your car, or like, what's the idea?
If you tell this story to another person who don't know anything about Uber or anything about the cars, owning cars, they're not gonna understand. Like the girls, if someone tells them a story about that, they are not going to understand. But you are the one who's understanding the point of the customer service problems, and you can't tell them anything.
I don't know. I feel like I definitely could have told them a few things, and I was going to, but I'm like, maybe I'll just keep my cool for now, because maybe they're crazier than I am. But
yeah, if I were you, I would just park my car, left for a smoke or coffee, whatever.
I didn't want this. This was like prime time, man. This was like, you know, when everything was about to close down, and these fucking clowns are sitting in my car saying, oh, we're just gonna squat here, and I'm not gonna get paid anything because I'm not driving them anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't know. Interesting situations.
Yeah.
But no, sometimes you got, I don't know, you guys, you work for like a bigger thing. I kind of can tell people to fuck off if I really want to. Like, drop them off in the middle of the side or highway and be like, hey, go fuck yourself.
I used to live in Toronto, and too many of my friends were doing Uber driving. And they were telling me all the crazy stories, especially for the Friday nights, Saturday nights. You know, all the clubs are open until midnight, and they were always having the crazy stories. And I know what your struggle is, because in my case, I know who's coming and what they are going to act like. But in your case, everyone is different. No one is same as yesterday. You see every different faces every time.
Yeah.
So you have to be prepared for every new situation. Like two girls, or if they were drunk, they would do some crazy shit in your car. You know, it happens. You can't stop them throwing out or doing any crazy stuff.
Yeah, I actually run into pretty insane people here and there when you think about it.
In Toronto, one of the drunk passenger just threw out into my friend's car, and he had to clean that, and that's bad business. No one likes to clean.
The thing is, that's not part of the job.
Yeah,
that's not included in the description anywhere. But like you find out throughout the way, oh, wait a second, this is now part of what I do, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah.
But if anyone throws up in your car, just give me a call.
Okay.
Because I'm already cleaning that kind of shit.
So you know what to do.
Yeah, I know what to do.
Well, unfortunately, I too now know what to do. I think I know what to do, but
my
but you have
friends
equipment.
my friend in turn always asking me question about how to clean the cars. They dropped soap between the seats and the cup holders, and I told them how to clean that, and it's easy for us. When I see coffee on the cup holders, I know what am I going to do in 2 minutes. I know how to clean that in 2 minutes. Actually, that's the point. Everyone can clean that, but our part of the job is clean that in 2 minutes, nothing
Yeah.
more than that. That's why I know the quicker way, but everyone knows the best way to clean any car. So, do you want me to talk about my car too?
Sure.
Yeah, I have 9 minutes. But I don't know, I really need to smoke right now.
You can go for a smoke. We can do it next time.
So the story with my car is, I'm just gonna keep it simple because I have fucking 20 cars to clean there.
All right.
So I got this car on December, and I waited for that for 2 months to get that car safety. Dealer was sketchy guy. Can I tell their name?
Sure.
Salman something, Auto Nation, the dealership. I hope you have so many
That are gonna not buy
subscribers.
from this guy? Probably
Yeah,
not.
Yeah, probably they are not going to buy because he is
Google
selling the
reviews
cars.
probably better place, but
He's selling the cars just out of from junkyard. All of his cars look terrible. If you see that dealership, you can understand what
but
I'm
you saw
talking
it and
about.
you're like, let's fucking go. This is the place.
But the problem is, I always wanted to buy some exotic cars. My uncles has dealership in Turkey, and they're kind of a rich guy, but they're not helping me. They're just, when I ask them tell them my problems, like I spent 6,000 on my car, I'm just earning 3,000 from my job, and they're just telling all of these problems are experience for your future yourself, blah blah blah. Just give me some money. I don't care about the experience. I have had enough here. I've been here for 5 years, no family, no friends, no one else. I'm just trying to catch on life. I can't ask money to my family every month. I have to earn my own living, and it's what am I doing for every day. So I was saying exotic cars. So I saw that Porsche Cayenne 2004, and it has orange beige leather seats, leather interior, and I was like, that car looks just smashing. And the mileage was 127k, and you can say 2004 120k, it's a great deal. When I went to see the car, the car was just struggling. I can easily say when you start up the engine, you can feel not all the 8 cylinders was working. Maybe 4 of them was working in that time. When I put on the drive, car didn't even move.
Okay.
I have to push the gas pedal to just move the car in small spaces. When I'm backing it up, when I put on reverse, it's just not backing it up. I have to push the gas pedal.
And you saw this and you paid $10,000 for it.
Yeah, I told you I'm having some tough times psychologically.
Dude, what the fuck? Okay.
So I just went for that, and he asked me 2 weeks to get safety. I waited for 2 months, and he got me safety. I have never received the paper, but he do the licensing. He printed license plate for the car. He got my ownership, and he delivered the car to my house. And it was obviously scam. So when he brought the car back to my house, the engine light was on, and he told me that was just O2 sensor, just one. And the other day, airbag light came on too. So I brought back to the dealership. They spent 3 weeks to just fix the airbag light. They didn't fix that. They just erased the code. And you know, after a month, I was driving the car, but there was too many things wrong with the car. It has 4.5 V8 engine, and when you hear that, you imagine like sport car, like crazy stuff. But it was like old truck. It was not moving, and when I pushed the gas pedal, it was just shaking all of the four wheels. And at the end, I just gave up because I noticed that was leaking oil. And the problem with that engine is if it's leaking oil, it's leaking for a long time, because it's hard to reach the ground on that car, because in the engine compartment there's too many stuff around. When oil leaked, it needs to find a way to the floor. And I brought it to the mechanic. They told me oil leak, coolant leak, brake oil leak, and overheating, some of the other stuff. They changed maybe 6 or 7 parts. I paid 3,500 that time, and this time they need to change the alternator for 2,000. I have been waiting for 2 weeks. I'm just lost.
It's okay, man. It's good experience for your future endeavors.
So what I learned from this lesson, I'm not gonna pay any Porsche anymore.
Yeah, especially not ones from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the best idea, man. Just try to get like a newer, more like
I'm gonna buy e-bike, you know,
e-bike.
fat tire ones.
I keep hearing you should get like either Toyota Corollas or Honda Civics.
I'm not gonna buy a car for a long time. Right now I'm waiting for another job in armed forces. That's why I'm not gonna need a car, maybe, if I get that job.
Okay.
But I don't know, it was a great experience. But
Getting a car that doesn't run?
yeah, with safety.
Okay. Oh my lord.
There's too many things to tell. Actually, that was so nice because I really needed someone to talk. Because the problem is, all my colleagues are on my age, but when I told my problems to them, they are just telling me the same problems they are having. But I don't like that. I just want to tell you that I have a problem and I just want to be listened.
Yeah.
And obviously they have families here. That's enough. They have families. I don't have family, friends, and I just needed to talk. But it's hard to talk with someone on another level.
Well, now you're talking to not just me, but my entire audience of 509 people.
Yeah, and
So,
I believe some of them gonna find my stories disgusting, or some of them gonna find it unbelievable. But it's really nice to talk, because we all need talk and to be listened. All the people need to be listened. When someone was yelling at me, I'm just listening them and telling them I'm sorry. Like customers, I'm telling them we are going to try our best next time. I'm apologizing them, and they're just become fine and cool. You know, we all need just respect. That's all. I feel like I'm talking like someone who knows everything, but I'm just telling the stuff I see and the stuff I experienced. And that was basically all. If you have any questions, I can answer
no,
that.
I think we're good, man. We covered quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah. But for the next time, I can show you some rental cars if you want to see them. Also, if you need discount, I can give you discount.
So I can come in and rent one of your Mustangs and go.
How old are you?
I'm old enough to rent the Mustang, I think.
How old?
27.
Oh, 27. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
I'm
Older
past
than,
the 25 limit
Yeah,
too, so I
25.
get the cheaper rate.
but I don't like the Mustang. I think it's over there. It's 2.0 EcoBoost. It's just kind of
Oh.
junk car.
What gets all the girls back there? What do I gotta pick up? With no stickers, of course, right?
I will go with Yukon XL. We don't
Yukon?
have-
Isn't that like one of those fridge-looking cars? Like,
yeah.
oh my
it's
god.
like eight seater. But
You get like the whole party of girls.
we had 5.0 Mustang.
Yeah.
My colleagues always like to go to Tim Hortons with that because
Okay.
it was
Does it have a lot of cup holders?
yeah. But I don't like Mustangs because they don't have any back seats. But if I were you, I would just rent like Chrysler 300, Charger, or Mercedes C300, 330i BMW.
With discount, right?
Yeah, with discount. It's daily, you know. It's not gonna expensive, but for daily pleasure, they are nice cars. But when you are bringing it back, please
Don't
clean
put
that.
soup in the...
Yeah, don't put soup in the cup holders or
No
door
chips, no
compartments.
dip.
Yeah.
Alright, noted. Well, thanks a lot, man. Much
No problem.
appreciated.
No problem. I would like to thank you actually to just.
Yeah,
listen
no
to-
worries, man. Glad to do it anytime.
It was a great brief. So then, see you next time.
See you next time, man. Take care. Best of luck. Hopefully, no fucking soup or
Yeah.
various food items today.
I know. Okay, see you next time.
Enjoy your smoke, man.
Thanks.
Take care. If you want to check out the channel, by the way, this is the name. RideLight, okay? One word.
I'm just gonna subscribe it right now.
Okay.
Right lights. I found it. 510. And
That's right.
511.
Sick.
Thank you so much.
No problem, man. Have a good night.
You too. See you
Take
next time.
care.